We are back at UK Nationals 2017 for the top 8 stream. I'm Alex back again. Chris is here.
Hi again.
And we've got Catherine here as well from Run Our Spec.
Hello.
So we're watching a game here. On the left we have Dave Etherington, also known as Swifty, playing Sync Boom. And on the right we've got Mike Prosser from Brighton playing Maxx Siphon.
God of War Maxx. God of War Counter Surveillance
Maxx.
Maxx.
Is the deck named after God of War, not Siphon now?
It's not Siphon. It's Counter Surveillance or God of War. You can call it what you like. Not Siphon though, because all Maxx is Siphon. Differentiate it from DLR. You might not recognise Sync because Swifty has horrendous all arts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a very nice Taylor Swift all art, which is, I think that might be one of the foil ones. I think he keeps them for special
It is
occasions.
aggressively shiny.
Is there any such thing as a nice Taylor Swift altar?
It's theoretically possible, right? So this is an interesting match because Mike's entire strategy is to go tag me. So he has to build up tags to fuel counter surveillance. Sync is obviously built around people taking tags. So you probably have to get single accesses somewhere to get some points before you go counter surveillance, because there's only so many points you can steal. And you want to be able to steal some cleanly before you have to go tag me.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, if you can steal some quantum predicted models before you go tag me, that's a serious benefit.
Or a breaking news, obviously,
Yes,
would be helpful.
Is this the deck that builds up for a really big counter surveillance run?
Yeah, that's
Sees
right.
the whole of
Yeah,
R&D?
yeah. So he uses God of War, Account Siphon, and Joshua B, and I think Yaga Riga Riga Mercs to build up tags. Jaragamir.
Yarognev, yeah.
You might just play Paparazzi, actually.
He doesn't. Mercs is better, right?
Is it?
Yeah, because he's got more counters because you've got a lot of tags.
And they have to trash everything else before they can
Yeah,
trash it.
it's true. It's true, I guess.
But the danger with Sync is they can always just flip and trash everything.
Yes, exactly.
I forget Sync has that ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Two-sided.
A lot of the time as a tag me deck, you kind of need an employee strike to stop them from just trashing everything for free, or for 2 if there's a wireless net pavilion, but which isn't the deck, so. We'll
So
see.
this Max deck is very, very powerful, but again, it's very monolinear. It has one way to win.
It's pretty
essentially.
much a combo deck.
Yeah, it is a
pressures the
combo
court
deck,
more than
yeah.
most combo decks, but
Yeah.
it's not a million miles away from something like Diaper.
So Swifty is probably favourite in this matchup.
Yeah.
It starts aggressively with no ice and 2 econ cards.
Is he halfway through his turn? What? Oh, did he sweep?
So I think he
Draw
drew
Sweep's
Sweep's
Hedge.
hedge. Yeah.
There's an exchange in there somewhere, and I think an agenda.
Yeah, so exchange is a huge problem in this game because if Mike steals a GFI, then scoring out becomes pretty easy for Swifty.
Yeah, because you get QPM so easily, so you have so much fodder.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you don't want to steal GFIs, but there's not a lot you can do about it. So this start also threatens hard hitting news straight away, which means that tags might be online straight away. Now I don't know if you even hard hitting news as Swifty at this point. Maybe you don't need to.
Yeah, it's hard to know. So we've got an Obelisk in the bin, which is obviously an excellent console against Sync.
Obelisk and Siphon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sync, Obelisk is probably his best way to avoid being killed, actually, because it will take you above 7 cards and then Boom doesn't kill you. You have to be able to deal with the Obelisk before you can kill them.
So Mike threatens an account Siphon with an install of same old thing, but Swifty doesn't respect it and just scores an agenda out. That's very interesting.
Yeah. I don't know what Swift... so the problem against Sync is if you Siphon, until you've got your kill protection in play, and note that 2 Obelisks are in the bin already, you can't Siphon and you have to clear the tags anyway, so maybe it slows Sync down.
But if you could Siphon twice, and that's not... You might be okay, so I don't know.
Yeah. You're on the clock then, right? I think
sure Swifty has a plan.
if he had an Obelisk, I would like Siphon here, but 2, I think most decks play 3, and he might have one in hand, actually.
Yeah. Okay, so...
That's Black Orchestra now, it's fine.
The same old thing in a God of War, which is obviously the breaker that enables the deck. You can take tags, put virus counters on it, and then use those virus counters to break ice.
That's why it's called God of War Maxx.
Yeah, not Siphon Max.
Yeah.
So now Swifty respects the Siphon and ISIS HQ.
Although I
So
think that looked like a Gutenberg.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Seems good. It's a bluff. You could just pump all your credits into the trace as well if you really wanted to.
So there's actually not much ice in this deck that stops Max initially, because most of your end the run is Resistor, which God of War can break for nothing.
For nothing, yeah.
Though he hasn't taken a tag this turn. So again, that's the difficult decisions Mike's got to make. He's got to work out whether to take a tag at the start of his turn to pump tokens of God of War. If he doesn't do that, he can't break, but if he does do that, he opens himself up to the tag punishment.
Yeah.
Because what I've seen people do is take God of War tags and Joshua B tags really early and then not be able to afford the counter surveillance run because they've got like 40 tags and 10 credits.
Yeah, you do have to be really careful because counter surveillance forces you to pay every tag. You can't underpay.
So the normal combo is Mars of Martians, which funds your counter surveillance minus the cost of breaking ice. So you need a little bit before that. So closed accounts does actually stop you probably.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, now we're talking.
Okay.
What a fun card. I love a good obelisk.
Means Swifty could potentially get a party time sweeps.
Yeah, yes, he could. Yeah, hopefully he does the party time.
It's that planned assault tells you a lot about his influence, because
So
that means
two
that
siphons,
two
I guess.
siphons, one planned assault, one levy, and that probably leaves 2 employee strike.
There we are. Got the Red Ox spell there, which is half trophy and half meme at this point.
Yeah.
Very exclusionary, I think. Disrespectful to the rest of the UK meta.
Yeah.
They will let out honorary members in. I'm from the London Meta, but I am also an honorary Red Ox member. Although Jono said that I have to go to some more Red Ox again, so I'm at risk of losing my membership.
See, that just feels even more exclusive to me. Yeah, I'm pretty furious that the Red Ox spell.
I am coldly coldly furious about the whole thing.
Yeah. The venue is actually right next to a body of water, so it'd be a real shame if the Red Ox spell ended up
in a
an
canal.
estuary,
Yeah.
wouldn't it? Anyway, so Swifty's I-Star and D, which you need to do at some point.
So you have to, I think Obelisk makes you ISR&D, right?
Maybe. I mean, how much do you care about a single access run?
Well, the access is down the draw because
That's true.
then
Yeah.
Mike can build his hand size up to 7, and then he's a lot harder to kill.
Yeah, that is always the risk. We don't know if Swifty has best defense, which is pretty important against something like
I've
this.
heard a rumour from a trusted source that he doesn't have best defense.
That massively changes things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
really does.
yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of Observe and Destroy. I saw 2 sinks yesterday that both had Observe and Destroy, and I was expecting best defense, but
Interesting.
maybe Observe and Destroy is better with the Tag Me runners about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, because you can hit.
I think you only get one
kinds of good
slot
stuff.
for that kind of card anyway nowadays, because you have to play 1 and maybe even 2 MCA informants,
Yeah,
which
God.
eats into the slots that you used to use for this sort of tag punishment.
Hopefully he MCA informants a Josh B, which is always the best play.
Yeah.
You're really forcing your opponent to make
credit,
a choice.
credit gamble. So one of the problems with this Maxx deck is that all its econ is essentially Siphon and Master Martians.
Yeah.
Which means that you've got to install a bunch of stuff. Until you start siphoning, you're pretty
Well,
poor.
Chris, don't underrate clicking for credits. So
Thank you, basic action card.
the basic action card is always there for you.
Okay,
See
so
how
that's
much
breaking
we gamble.
news.
Mm.
So
Absolutely.
the kill is now online. All of the,
look at that nice Plascrete.
Interesting.
so he's got Plascrete and Mercs.
Yeah.
So he has
And
a-
Obelisk. So he's
He's
basically
got a lot of
impossible to
protection.
kill.
So he probably wants to take a tag from God of War now, especially if he needs one more tag.
Yeah, with Obelisk you end up in that weird spot where you kind of need 2 tags in a
So
turn.
if this Joshua B was down a turn, if this Joshua B was down a turn earlier, he would have been able to build up to 7 tags. But as it is, he's just got the Plascrete back. He needed an answer that turn, and because Joshua B wasn't on the table, he couldn't get the 2 tags he needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that Deja for the Plascrete has probably saved him for a while, but it does hurt his setup and his time because he's used a Deja, which he'd like to use something else, and he's spent 5 credits and 2 clicks.
Yeah. It is more of a problem for Swifty than for him though, right? Like,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So surely Swifty's best plan here is to try and score out. That's really, really hard.
So he's got 2 of the 1-point agendas, which are EOI fodder.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. EOI is probably your best plan.
Does he potentially just put down a food and start advancing it, see if he runs?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
If you have hard hitting use.
So your
available to you,
easiest
that's quite a good
score, I
plan,
guess,
think.
is score 3 2-for-1s or a QPM, and then
Yeah.
EOI twice for 2 foods.
Yeah. It's a really solid plan.
It
You can even do it with any
It
PD.
might be your best plan in this matchup.
I can't see how you're going to kill Mike at this point.
No, not now. So we'll see whether he starts to take tags.
Look at the nice way Mike's laying out his Maxx mills, by the way. It's really nice when people
It's
do
the
that.
Ben Nee school of Maxx.
Yeah, you absolutely should, right? It's better for everyone, particularly for the commentators.
Also, he separated his hardware and his resources. This is a delightful
I
board
try
state.
to do that and usually give up.
When
But
they-
I love putting the console next to the runner. I think that's nice.
When they write the Netrunner how to lay out a board state, I will use this screenshot as an example of the perfect board state.
There we are. So that's
So
the
yeah,
first tag of
so
the game.
that's good because that turns on. It's going to end up with 2 tags.
Yeah.
It's going to turn on Obelisk, which means he's got another layer of defense.
Exactly.
Swifty did score out at least twice yesterday, so he can do it.
Yeah, Tim Fowler bet him a beer that he wouldn't win by scoring out. We're not clear whether Swifty deliberately harmed his chances of the cut and shoot the kill to get a score out or not.
Of all
He
the
may have done.
people, I would expect to. Yeah, Swifty is probably number 1.
Yeah.
Didn't matter though. He made it anyway. So he's same old thinging something.
Same old siphon.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, so
Uh,
Mike's really all in now on.
Yeah, so
Getting
this
down.
is he's very low on credit, so he can't boost this God of War to actually do a lot. but he's banking on the fact that the ice doesn't actually stop you.
Yeah. He also has MK Ultra and Black Orchestra.
Yeah.
So it's only really a hard in the run barrier that stops you there. So it seems fine.
So this does turn on the combo of hard hit. Sorry, 24/7 into close cast into observe and destroy, which leaves you with one tag and kills a key piece of equipment and no money.
Also puts down a wireless net filling, which is obviously excellent once you're taking tags.
Yeah. So Joshua B is a key card in this matchup because it's quite hard to take tags without it. Like God of War gives you 1 a turn, Joshua B gives you 1 a turn, but you really need ideally both of those ticking to get up to the right number of tags. You want a lot of tags. You want like 15 odd tags.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I thought Swifty was ahead. Maybe he's not now.
Yeah, I don't think he is.
It's not clear, right?
He definitely seems to be pondering, his life now, because he's really got to pick his line.
Pondering his life.
Well, yeah. This is his life now. He's trying to win this game with Sync Maxx.
This is pretty deep.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, there's a lot more riding on this game than I thought it was. I thought this was...
You sit there and you think about your life and your choices. What has led you to this point?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, is that a value sweeps?
it must be huge sweeps. Oh, it's
No,
quite good.
it's not quite the full party time.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 5 credits.
What a lovely interaction sweeps and obelisks.
It's nice, isn't it? Everyone's happy. It's
Yeah.
kind of everyone's happy interaction.
No day jobs.
Max throwing herself in the bin. That seems thematically worrying.
Yes, absolutely true. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see any day jobs this game. Although with the Joshua B, you can say more day jobs. Ah, there we are.
Ooh.
A mini miles for Martians, only 5
That's
credits.
interesting.
And then levy.
Ah, same what levy. So small up removes his levy from the game.
So that's a very early levy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
It is slightly problematic in that he leaves himself with 5 cards.
He also, so he's shuffling all his cards, which is what levy does do. So
Yes, that is the way the game works.
Not
Yeah.
just your hand and your bin.
Yep.
that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess you might as well have.
Yeah, so he's still got plastering in place, so he's safe from
Yeah,
the
this
kill.
is absolutely
but,
fine.
Yeah.
And you can still was this last click the same old levy?
I think he marsed and then same old levy, so he's got 2
Yeah.
clicks left.
Okay, so you can draw if you really
He could
want
draw
to.
if he wants to. Depends what he draws. I feel like Mike has got a lot of disruption. He's very hard to kill. He's got a lot of stuff on the table that's going to disrupt Swifty.
Yeah.
I'm still not that clear how he's going to get that many points.
No.
So there
yeah.
are now 3 GFIs, 1 NAPD, and 2 breaking news that he can steal, and that's it.
Yeah, you really need to grab those breaking news before Swifty scores them to get them out of the game.
Yeah.
I think there's a food in HQ and there might be an NAPD. There was something yellowish.
Yeah, so one of the neat things this deck does, it can go counter surveillance on R&D, and then if you miss, you just counter surveillance HQ. So now he's even harder to kill.
Dragnew Mercs?
Yeah.
Jorgnew?
Let's just call it Mercs.
Is
Before
it
we
really?
insult any Baltic or...
I like the art. It's got a lot of rules text on it though.
Yeah.
It's like Horton with the small print.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it squashed the art up to the top of the card.
Yeah, so basically neither of them have any way to win, but also no real way to lose. So I think they're just going to mess around for a
But is
while.
inertia on Swifty's side?
Yeah, that's the question.
I mean, I haven't played a lot of Sync, but I would be thinking about advancing a GFI just to see
I think
what
that's
they,
I think
just
it's
to
a
see what it
really
does.
good
Yeah,
call.
I like that too.
Because if they let you score it, then you're way ahead.
Yeah.
You're way ahead. You basically won the game.
And if they steal it, then
If
you
they
exchange
steal it, you VOI'd it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
then that leaves.
You're winning either way. Well,
Yeah.
That
you're
leaves
happy either way.
exactly the right number of agendas to steal. I think.
You do need to find the OI. You need to be careful that you
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
give it to
Catherine
him, give him
thinks
away.
she saw it in his hand.
There was one in hand at the start. Hopefully he's kept it.
Yeah.
Because
well,
if he's binned it in favour of a boom,
Yeah.
I don't think that's a great idea.
yeah.
So I strongly trust Swifty as a sync player. He's played this deck for a
Very long time.
Very long time.
Has he?
He
I
knows
didn't
what he's
know.
doing. Yeah, almost exclusively.
Okay.
He likes killing people.
He really does. He's from Aldershot, which I'm told is also known as Butcher Shop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. So we've got
That
to
might
run
actually be Swifty's email address.
Swifty, of course, using the ugliest Jackson here.
Yeah.
Evil Jackson,
Yeah, it is. It's the
which he has not popped. He's let Mike trash that,
That is
which is interesting. Which suggests maybe he's put some food in the bin.
Yeah.
That's what we're about to see.
Yeah.
Or is he not? Oh no, is he just looking at archives? He hasn't run it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's probably a bunch of QPMs in the bin, right?
So let's talk Jackson ratings. Is the alt-art better than normal Jackson?
Thematically, I don't like it so much because the normal Jackson is quite ambiguous. People say he looks very evil, but people also say I think he's just, a kindly man who wants to
Share
make
his toys,
and help children.
Yeah.
And he's kind of, I was talking to this about someone recently who was saying, like, he's a puppet of MBN.
Yeah.
And the alt art made him look just completely evil.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
They removed any of that any of that interpretation that you can put on it.
Yeah, the
which I'm not
ambiguity was
happy
a lot of
about.
fun. Yeah, I agree.
And the only clear thing is that he should be using the full normal art.
Yeah. The world champ ones are the nicest ones.
Maybe he's hurt his chances by as much as 5 or 10%. Actually, Swifty has in the past played 3 different Art Jacksons.
That is completely monstrous.
It's so irritating. He plays the normal one. I think he had a Jackson Glazebrook one from
Yeah.
the
Oh,
UK
God.
Stim Pack League and the alt art. He also did the same with hedge funds.
Yeah.
He had a World Promo hedge fund, a demo pack hedge fund, which has demo on
Ooh,
it.
I like the
and
demo
That really tells you all you need to know about Swifty.
It's so annoying.
So-
I love demo cards. I used to have a demo K.
If Mike is rich enough,
He has 24 credits.
he has 5 clicks, so you can go. You can probably go Mars for Martians, Counter Surveillance, Pop It, Run R&D, and you may be able to go Counter Surveillance, Pop It, and Run HQ.
Yeah.
You can use it in HQ.
Yeah.
That had never occurred to me.
Yeah, it's
You
really
still have
funny,
to pay
right?
the full value of your tax.
Yeah, you
so
have
you
to-
need a lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
You
money.
pay like 20 credits to see 5 cards, but
Yeah.
Good value against CI.
yeah, it is. It's really good against
Really,
CI.
yeah, it's hilarious against CI. But the danger that some of the cards are in archives is pretty high.
Yeah.
I think they must be like Swifty wouldn't have let him trash that Jackson otherwise.
So this
So
is
same
same
on
on
something?
Siphon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it must be, yeah. Oh, yeah, he's putting up his tags.
Yeah. Also, Swifty doesn't need much money to win.
No, well,
Well, he needs some to try and
What he
protect
needs is an
score fees.
answer against
Yeah.
the free kill pieces. So I don't think he can kill him.
I don't think that is a good idea to try and do that.
I don't think. Yeah,
So,
I think there is a boom in hand.
yeah.
He
no-
should be binning that.
yeah, it's never going to work.
So that's Jackson number 2, I think.
No,
that's
one
first
Jackson
Jackson.
was
First
trash,
Jackson.
this one's
Yeah.
get popped.
Yeah.
Mike is heavily telegraphing that he's about to counter surveillance. A deja vu
Yeah.
for a Mars for Martians should make you wonder what is going to happen next.
And he counted R&D very recently, so I think that's definitely giving away.
Oh, right, yeah. You want to see the whole of R&D.
But maybe that's what Swifty's waiting for, right? Maybe he's waiting for that to trigger the EOI.
Yeah,
Yeah.
leaving the agendas in the bin.
So if we know there's a GFI in the bin or in hand, I don't think. No, if there's one in, Mike can only win if he gets all the perfect agendas. If there's 2 of those agendas missing, he literally can't win.
Yeah.
At this point, probably not.
Probably not. You have to pay 2 credits
Yeah.
to go with that
Yeah.
wireless net pavilion, and you just don't have the money for
So this
it.
is whether Sync should flip the agenda. It's more like, I don't think it builds up your winning position either, because you
No.
can't trash Mercs until you trash everything else. Joshua B is now giving you clicks, which is valuable, but the tags don't really matter, and the
Yeah.
wireless net is still a problem. So I think it costs you too much tempo.
Yeah, that is the problem.
It doesn't really help you win.
All you really need to do is focus on making sure the agendas are in the right place and being
Yeah.
ready to EOI. That's quite a good
Yeah,
plan.
yeah.
The bell
Yeah.
keeps falling over and Swifty keeps picking it up. Good feature of this matchup.
I think what would be good value now is close accounts and then Brian Simpson.
Yeah, close accounts, absolutely.
The look Alex just gave me.
I missed the Brownsons. Close accounts would wreck Mike here because he wouldn't be able to do 2 counter surveillances.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
I actually like using these credits at some point before you literally can't.
Yeah.
Did these decks run close accounts though?
They should.
Sync should run
They
one,
should, right?
But
Because
yeah,
you do
in
an
fact,
out where you
in fact,
24/7
I
close
know
accounts
Sync
hard
does,
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh yeah, Swifty loves doing that.
Yeah.
It's really rude.
Yeah, it's extremely rude because there's no good answer to it. No seal bolt on the runner side.
Got me thinking now. Is there something that lets you move credits at paidability for runners?
I don't think there is. You can offshore where you install a bunch of liberated accounts,
Yeah.
but it's not quite the same thing.
And if they tag you, they trash it
They
anyway.
can trash them, yeah.
so Mike's still building up. I think he'd love to clear this archives before he made any counter surveillance runs, because as we talked about earlier, hiding the agendas is an issue.
So we have another install. That I can't-
Probably a Jackson.
it could well be an agenda that you
Yeah.
that you bait
Yeah,
them to
the
run.
danger.
Could
So
be food.
there's not many. It could be a QPM.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
food or QPM.
The danger is that if you put out the food and Mike steals it, it makes it much easier to win off the counter surveillance.
Yeah, you probably need to do it at some point, but you're giving Mike an opportunity to win. It's really, really difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they've just counted R&D and there's about 21 cards in there.
Yeah.
So Mike can't quite see them all yet, can he?
It's not far,
No.
and he would like to because he wants to access. He wants to literally access everything
Yeah.
in turn if he can.
You want perfect info about where the agendas are,
Yeah.
basically. Another
You'd,
Master
wa-
Marshal.
you'd want to do counter surveillance, archives, run archives, and hopefully have everything.
Yeah. Mars really is for Martians. We've seen it played about 5 times now.
Yeah, so that Master Martians means essentially he can run anywhere and break anything. He's got so much money that
Really, we should be calling this deck Mars for Martians Maxx, because without that card, this deck wouldn't function.
it'd be quite a bad
Yeah.
deck.
So I've played against this on Jinteki, and you think, oh, it's fine, they're poor, and then suddenly, oh, Master Martians.
Yeah. Otherwise, they'd have to like day job 3 times.
Yeah, one of the things that makes this deck so powerful is the resiliency is really high, because no matter what you can do, it's really hard to stop. Play Master Martians, play counter surveillance, pop counter surveillance.
so
There's not a lot you can do.
Counter surveillance
So
has just
here we
gone
go.
down a bit pops.
Here we go. And he's also going to draw a billion cards off it because of Abellus.
Oh my
He's
God.
going to draw his deck essentially. Yeah.
So what is Mike's hand size at the moment?
21.
It is 21.
21, yeah.
And then we can.
So he doesn't
Then the
access
party
everything.
time is online.
I think it is, yeah. So that is a QPM.
QPM, good start.
CA.
NCA, QPM, Hedge, 24/7.
Close to
Close to
counts.
counts coming up.
Yeah.
Sweeps.
First-
Okay, that's one.
point.
There's 2.
Food.
Okay.
Oh,
So there's a
dear.
food and
One
GFI
food or
defined.
NAPD away.
I think there's still a food in HQ.
Right, okay, so.
Or
So
archives.
so the correct line is almost certainly counter surveillance HQ now.
Yeah, absolutely true. And you're going to find it, right? Yeah, you have to, because there's a good chance Swifty can win next turn.
So archived, EOI wins the game for Swifter.
Yep.
Yeah.
In fact, how many points is he on? He's on 4 points, so yeah.
But
Yeah, so-
isn't Mike 100% to win if he plays correctly?
Depends if the agenda is still
if
in
the food
hand.
is in HQ or archives.
If it's in archives, then I don't think you can access it.
Right, okay. Yeah, you trashed that, right? Is this?
He's paying for the counter surveillance. No, this is
Oh,
counter
right.
surveillance.
The agenda's on the board because there's a Jackson bin pop to Jackson R&D and
Yes,
that
yeah, there's
Jackson
an agenda on
bin.
board.
So he's
But
got.
the question is, does he check it?
He's got archived. I wasn't paying attention to see if he started EOI.
I don't know.
I don't think there was.
That he had it. He had it in hand at the beginning, but I can't see his hand now.
He does have an archive memories, so.
Yeah. The question is, has Mike noticed where all the Jacksons are?
So he's out of clicks, isn't he? Or is he not?
Is he? Oh, so you have to install it and then click to trash. Yes, you have to install counter surveillance
it's
and then
2
click
clicks.
to trash. Yes.
So I think he might. Yeah, I think he Master Martianed and then.
So if Swifty's got an archive or an exchange, he will win this.
No, he needs both.
He's both. But now you go up on 6 points, which means that if Mike hits a QPM, he loses. So
True.
So also, can Mike actually win?
you can also give him 15 minutes and shuffle it in. Which is
So
quite
that's
Nice.
he has got the clicks for it. So yeah, so Mike can
Exchanging.
still win because that puts him on 4.
Archived, exchange.
So he needs the
He's
other
got to
GFI and the NAPD, and that's the only
Click for
way he can
credit. There's got to be something better to do than click for credit here, hasn't there?
Yeah, you'd have thought so.
You shuffle in the 15 minutes, if nothing else.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Is the agenda on the board? Is it a food or is it a QPM?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah, exactly. And where's the NAPD? Because he needs to hit the NAPD and he needs to hit the food.
Mike's
So
in real trouble now, though.
Is there a
because
breaking
he's
news
poor.
left as well?
There might be because Mike's got one and Swifty's got one.
Yeah. Mike's too poor to counter surveillance now, though, right? Unless he has a Mars in
Unless he's
hand.
got Master
Oh, but he has.
Martian, which
He does.
he has. He's got his deck, yeah.
So he does.
But he's only got one counter surveillance left. Yeah, it's the,
There we go.
Yeah.
Well done, Swifty.
Yeah. Well
So
played by
that
Swifty.
was a 50-50 call probably. So
Yeah.
you either have to run archives, but if you run archives, if the QPM and the food's in there, you still
The
lose.
food, yeah.
Is it
just a food in
the
there?
Food is
Yeah.
in
You
archives,
You don't
yeah.
win off it, though, right?
No, but that's why I think Mike should have checked archives before he did all this. because
Yeah.
It gets rid of the food.
Yes, absolutely. And why Swifty probably should have shuffled in the 15 minutes, but otherwise his lines were extremely good,
Yeah.
so I'm being finicky.
So once he ducked that counter surveillance turn, yeah. What an interesting game.
Swifty played that really well, right? Because it looked like he
Yeah.
was doing nothing, but he was definitely moving towards winning.
Yeah. Well, a lot of this game for Swifty, he knows where the QPMs are.
Yeah.
So
That is, you can play this game in real depth as Swifty at that point, because you work out where the jitters are and where they're meant to be, and you work to make that happen.
Yeah, it's really almost defensive game that you play. The only thing is, I wonder if Mikey actually even needs to run at this matchup.
That is, that is the question.
So what happens if you just sit there and wait for them to try and do something and then go?
Yeah, that would be the thing. So that's when you force Swifty to install double advance of food, and then you go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting game. I think they both played well. Mike, I think, almost maximised his chances. The only thing I would have liked to see is one on archives, but apart from that, there wasn't a lot more he could do.
Yeah.
Swifty, built very carefully towards his way of winning. So yeah,
Mike
really
out
interesting
the
both sides.
cut? Mike's out the cut, right? Yeah, so that's Mike out, but great run from Mike.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's done really well.
With two interesting decks, CI and Maxx.
Well, one interesting deck.
Which CI, was it CI7?
Yeah, it's CS7.
Okay.
But he's been on the rise for a while now. He's from Brighton, and Laurie's been saying Mike's been beating Laurie a lot, and it's good to see him get an excellent showing at Nationals in a very tough field.
Yep.
So
Well done both.
he's done himself good credit, and Swifty will.
Swifty
continue to go
hangs
now.
on.
Swifty is
Hanging on.
really exciting because Swifty is terrifying everyone in the cut. There's so much wizard that has no sync game,
Yeah.
and every
So I think Aaron has a good sync matchup.
There's
He's
an
playing
Andy
Andy.
somewhere.
And
Yeah.
I think he's
Yeah.
got two Aarons and because he's playing Aaron, and a Citadel Sanctuary, but everybody else has got nothing.
I don't know if Patrick's Shaper deck has an answer. He does at least have Clock.
Yeah.
Yes.
He doesn't do what Wiz does, which is look like a lemon and cry every time there is a Data Raven. Which is like traditionally not a good line.
You always do.
They always
They
do.
always do.
I think we're probably going to tune out now. Unless
Let's.
anyone's got anything else for us to say. Thanks for
See you
tuning in,
later.
guys. We'll see you again soon.
See you.